People don't do what you want, they do what you tell them. Not what you say, what you command, in energy, subtext and tone. You could whisper sweetness and light, and their nervous system still hears, I'm unsure, I'm scared, I'm seeking approval. And guess what? That's exactly what you just told them. That's what you installed. Because language is just smoke over a fire of bioelectric intention. And we read faster than we decode words. That's reptilian survival. So when your signals are scrambled, you attract scrambled shit. Misinterpretations, mixed messages, cringe outcomes. What you get is the meaning of your communication, period, end of sentence. That's not mean, that's fucking physics. So how are you already doing this? Every time you roll your eyes and your friend laughs, you communicated something. Every time your partner walks away pissed and you swear, that's not what I meant. Guess what? Their response is your communication. So stop blaming interpretation. Start owning your output system. And here's the kicker. You've already learned this pattern. Through childhood, trauma, reward systems, social mimicry. You patterned in that when you speak. The surface meaning is all that matters. But that's the fucking lie. You want power. Learn to track what your message does to people's nervous systems. That's where the real spellcasting begins. Science says the brain is lazy as fuck. Neurologically, people don't hear what you say. They simulate it. They model it inside themselves, like a VR headset. That's mirror neurons. That's embodied cognition. So when you say something technically right, or your voice portrays fear, or shame, or seeking, they feel that shit first. And their brain goes, oh, I guess that's what this means. Boom. New belief installed. Not the one you wanted, but the one you broadcast. You get what you are, not what you want. Because the subconscious, it doesn't give a fuck about your words. It reads tone, body, breath, congruence. That's why NLP works. It's not about parting language, like a desperate wizard's apprentice. It's about shifting internal state, so the words carry real magnetic response. You command from the field, not the fucking throat. So how do you fuck yourself? You filter reality through a busted ass template that society installed. A template that tells you, be nice, don't make waves, don't offend, suppress your sex drive, suppress your anger, suppress your fucking truth. So you learned to make your words safe, while your biology screams in resistance. That's why you feel drained. That's why you don't trust yourself. Why others don't either. Because your inner maps, they're out of sync with the terrain of reality. The map is not the territory. You thought the world should work a certain way. But should isn't real. You want real. Here's real. The world doesn't care about your intentions. It mirrors your signals. So get congruent or get used to failure. Reframing limiting beliefs. The old belief, I can't say that, they'll judge me. The new belief, if I don't say it, I betray myself. The old belief, they might misunderstand. The new belief, their interpretation is my responsibility. If they misunderstand, I clarify, like a fucking magician fine-tuning their spell. The old belief, if I speak my truth, I might get rejected. New belief, if I hide my truth, I reject myself. The pathways to rewiring. Start noticing your results instead of defending your words. Track how your body feels before, during, and after every interaction. Ask yourself, what did I actually communicate based on what they did? Don't take it personally, take it as data. Then adjust, like a beast, like a scientist, like a fucking god sculpting your own damn nervous system. The loop of identity creation. Everything about me is intentional. You don't find yourself, you build yourself. one behaviour at a time, one conversation at a time. You craft your reputation. You sculpt your energy. You become a presence that speaks louder than your mouth ever could. You are the spell. You are the metaphor in motion. You want power? Then stop asking for permission. Stand the fuck up in your identity. And if you don't know what that is yet, start with the outcome you want. Reverse engineer your behaviour to match it. If the goal is connection, ask, what would someone who creates magnetic connection do right now? Then do it. Bottom line truth. Play, fuck up, repeat. Fun is the lubricant of transformation. You'll not master this if you're terrified of looking stupid. You'll not rise if your inner critic is still louder than your curiosity. So pull the NLP stick out of your ass. Play, fail, learn, play again. Let me install this right now. You're not a victim of how others interpret you. You're a causal agent, a magician, a vibration, a broadcast tower. You always have a choice to upgrade your pattern. Feel the humming behind your eyes right now. That's charge. That's your neural net rewiring itself in real time. So let's set this in. You're now the creator of response. You track it, you calibrate, you lead. You fucking own the effect you create. Because that's what gods do. And you, my beautiful bastard of light and electricity, are a fucking god. Now breathe, let it sink. No need to understand it all, because your cells already do. And from now on, everything you say is intentional. Everything you feel is feedback. Everything you believe is malleable. And everything you want is already yours. You just learned to stop bullshitting yourself.